Amelia jumped in surprise. In her confusion, she knocked off her hat, revealing a messy knot of red hair. "How did you know?" she asked. "Miss Fleming, only a fool would be taken in by that outfit." She bristled. "Your butler didn't think anything was amiss." Langley nodded. "I am ashamed, Miss Fleming. As you have discovered, I am employing a fool." Amelia laughed in spite of herself. "How long have you known?" He sighed apologetically. "That Matthews is a fool? I suspected it within several days of hiring him, but it is very hard to find competent staff." Amelia stared at him in confusion and then in frustration. "That wasn't what I meant. I don't care about your butler." "I'm sure he would be disappointed to hear it." "How long have you known that I'm not William?" she persisted. "Since I walked into the room. You have a different shape than your brother." "I didn't think you'd met William," said Amelia. "Had I known, I wouldn't have tried to pass myself off as him. But we've always looked so much alike, and I'm quite tall and skinny, so—" "I've never met your brother," Langley interrupted, "but even in those ridiculous clothes, you don't look like a man." "And you let me continue under false pretenses?" she asked indignantly. "You were the one who began the deception." "Yes, but once you realized I was not my brother, you ought to have said." "Forgive me, Miss Fleming," said Langley. "You have my word that the next time a young lady pays me a morning call disguised as a man, I will inform her as soon as I realize it." Amelia laughed again. "It sounds absurd when you put it that way." She had prepared for this interview so carefully, but she felt like the conversation was getting away from her. Langley nodded. "I'm glad you agree." He paused and looked her in the eye. "I wish to be clear on one point. The next young lady to pay me a call in disguise will not be you. When you next do me the honour of paying a call, you will come as yourself, with a chaperone." Amelia nodded meekly, suddenly struck by the impropriety of what she had done. "I beg your pardon, sir. I just thought that someone needed to see you, to discuss the matter openly, and I thought you might not want to see me if I came as myself. I apologize for wasting your time." Langley smiled. "On the contrary, Miss Fleming. I can't recall when I last spent a more interesting half-hour. Does your mother know you're here?" "Mamma has gone to her family in France. She left the day after Papa's incident.